Hey guys, StinaRose here, and welcome back to another episode from the world of Otium. It has been a long time, over a month now, since I worked here in Otium. The Christmas season was extremely busy for me, and my playtime to focus on new builds was lacking. So Otium kind of fell by the wayside during the Christmas season, but we are back. It's January and it's time to get back to Snæfell and get working on things here. So as you can see, we have now a fleet of these Viking ships coming into the harbor. The only problem is there's no harbor. That's my job, to build the port area, and we don't have one. So that is what we're going to be doing today. But before we get started on that, I just wanted to go around and show you some of the cool things that are happening here in Snæfell. And I probably am still saying that wrong, because, Icelandic words are not easy for me. But we do have these beautiful Viking ships, 3 of them right now coming in to the bay, this bay out here. So let me show you. Whoa! Well, that wasn't a very good jump. All right, so they are going to be coming into this bay, and what my plan is to have a dock that goes clear around the bay. There are 2 rivers that connect to this bay, so we are going to work with those. Let's see if I can get. Here's the place that I can jump over. Right here. But as you can see, things are changing. Brownie Bits has been working on his church. Not going to go over there too much because I don't know if he's got spoilers or not. Up there we have Crafting Mantis's big lodge, looking absolutely beautiful. Quite an amazing place. In fact, the work that people have been doing here in this province is very inspiring. Down there is our portal. Brownie Bits had a live stream for his birthday, and we worked on the portal room. There's the lodge. Just a big, magnificent building. Well, nicely done. I love the faces at the end of the roof area. That's really cool. Not the only cool thing over here, though. Lots of very interesting things happening. Off in the distance, we'll get over there, but you can see the walled fort area. Wallace put that in. He also put in all of these turf-roofed houses, so very cool builds there. If you haven't checked out his channel, I really suggest you do. Wallace is a great builder, does a lot of great things. I love the landscaping that he's put into this area. It really brings it alive. Another thing that I absolutely love is this waterfall. So we have, coming out from the lodge, there's this falling water. We end up bringing it down. It's cascading down the mountain. Very, very cool stuff. Love the use of the the glass panes up in there to make it look like the water is, the mist air coming off of it. It's very cool, very nicely done, and I believe that this was done by Nerd. Cool build there, and I like how it comes down into this river. Didn't notice the bridge before. Hope I'm not giving any spoilers. I like this bridge. I really like this bridge. Gives a really cool view of the lodge, the house. And then you've got the little bit of water that is actually flowing. Very nice, guys. Love the ice in the path. Kind of gives it a slippery, slidey feeling. Very cool. It is so much fun being on this server with all the great builders. So much inspiration can be had here in Otium. Let me come in here. So yeah, this is our forted area. Going to be some markets and things like that. Markets places to buy and sell. I believe that here in the center is going to be a giant custom tree. But yeah, very cool fort area. I like the circular wall. It's not easy to build in a circle and make it look really great, but Wallace did a good job. Then we come over here and we have Nerd's build. He's been putting in these little prop plots, so that looks really nice. And then he's got this build here, and I really like this. This is a nice big house build here, and we've got a tree inside, bearskin rugs, fireplace, a lot of really good stuff. I'm sure that the torch spam is going to be taken care of eventually. And coming up here is a sleeping area with a dog. Hello, dog. Yeah, can I sleep? Can't sleep in the bed. I don't want to die. We may have to. Ooh. Hello, Trophy. Trophy Moosehead, very nice. I did see that the sun is starting to go down. And then I believe if we come up over this hill, and I could be wrong on that. I think it's off this way. Yes. If we come up over this hill, we have Iceland Queen's build. She also did a turf house. It's really neat to have Iceland Queen's input on this province because she is from Iceland. So very cool to have her with us. Gives us a little bit more accurate representation of what we should be building. But I think I'm going to borrow one of her beds. She's got this whole turf hut thing going on with the animals. A very cozy, tight living quarters. Let me sleep real quick. We don't want strays and things like that trying to kill us. But really tight living quarters. Nice cozy feel. I love it. I like the way that it all fits together. And again, very tight living space, which is really cool. What's in here? Oh, interior pens, interior livestock pens. That makes sense because you'd want some of your livestock, the weaker livestock, to be kept inside. Yeah, that makes sense. So we have all kinds of livestock. Looks like she's got some kind of a church going on over there. Just some really great builds by folks. But I probably have missed something. I'm not going to go around searching for it though, because I think I've used up enough time with the overview of what we've missed, and it is time to get back over to the dock area and get started on that. So I will be with you in just a moment. So I've already come over here and I've put in all of the support posts for the docks area. The dock is going to wrap all the way around this bay. There's going to be a section here, and then this is where the two rivers connect up in here. So I wanted to leave that open. There's not going to be a dock there. There's probably going to be some kind of a either bridge or ice road or some kind of path connecting that area. If it's a permanent path, it'll be a bridge. Anyway, I'm not quite sure what we're going to use yet to connect that area, but I didn't want the permanent dock fixture to be there. So we've got the one side that wraps around here, and then the other side that wraps around here. In the different pictures that I was looking at for Viking type docks, it wasn't the typical pier jutting out into the water. Instead, it looked like what the Vikings would do would be to bring their ships in and then moor them alongside of a retaining wall, and that's what they used for their docks. At least that's what it seems that I've been seeing looking at reference images. So that's what I want to do here. I want to build up a wall, like a retaining wall, and this is going to serve as our docks for the ships. So like I said, this is where one river, now this river does need to be created a little bit better. I think there's talk about making this connect to this valley be all river, moving the portal and things like that. So yeah, you can see this valley, it meanders through here, and then right over here it becomes river again. So talk is turning this all into river, digging it down, making this all a river. And I think that's a good idea, but I do want to leave access to it. That's why I didn't create the dock, that retaining wall over there. And then this is the other river that meanders. Let's see, this one meanders this way. And then back behind here, this one does quite a lot of meandering actually. It does meander this direction and then back out to sea, I believe, but it does also do a turn back in toward Iceland Queen's build over here. So like I said, I want to keep these rivers accessible, but I also want to have my docks be substantial. So anyway, let me get back to work. I'm planning on building the retaining wall next. I want to get the, hello, white and black rabbit. Yeah, I know, I'm big and scary, and I have a knife. Anyway, I want to get the retaining wall in, get the docks well underway. And I will get working on that, and I will be back with you in just a little bit. I have gotten the retaining wall in on all sides now. So this is what I was talking about, the retaining wall coming here and then opening up to those two river outlets there, and then being over here as well. Let's come this way first. So one thing about this retaining wall is I actually used a variation in color. So down below the water line, I used dark oak. So it kind of gives the wood a more saturated look, like it's been in the water for a long time, soaking up, more moist, you know, things like that. And then above the water, I've used spruce. I've made this retaining wall too wide here. My plan is then here to turn this into path blocks, because this would be a well-traveled area. I'm waiting for some of the dirt to turn into grass there, but this would be a very well-traveled area where people are, you know, pushing carts and things, getting different materials that are coming off of the ships. So that's what's here, what's going to go here. And then behind, there's probably going to be either some warehouses, like storehouses, or maybe even a couple of regular houses themselves. Maybe down here would be a nice place for a house. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do there, but I do know that right here, it's going to be path blocks, right all along next to the wooden side. So let's see if I can show you what I mean by that. Whoop, nope, that was not what I wanted to do. Yeah, as you saw, not a lot down below there. I didn't fill it in very well. But this is the idea. So right along here, it's going to all be path, and I like the way that these colors work together. I think it's going to look really good. And this path is going to be wider than 2, and it's going to have an uneven edge. Right now this is very straight, and I don't want that, but I wanted to show you what I was thinking here. So all along here it's going to be path blocks. Now I do need to, on the other side, I have not yet filled in the grass, so that is what I'm going to do now. I'll come down here, across this little waterway, and then across this little waterway. And so here you can see I need to fill in the grass to make this area all the same level to come right up to the retaining wall. This little, this is a little cave system. I'll probably just cover that up. I don't know that anyone has any plans for it, but just cover that up. So why don't I get going on putting in the blocks to make this a even level, and I will be back with you in just a little bit. All right, I have gotten the grass in and the path blocks, and I think this is looking okay. Yeah, I think I like the way that it's come together. Do a landing here. Well, that wasn't the best landing, but it was okay, I guess. But I do like the way that it's come together. I like the color combination here. I like the feel of it. I made some stairs coming down off of this level. The reason why the docks need to be this level is because when the ships come in, and I'm going to actually, the next thing I'm going to do here is build a ship, one on this side and one over there, that are already here in dock. But when the ships come in, I want the dock level to be equal to the side of the ship. So that way, all we need is a little piece of wood to connect from the dock level to the ship. So that's how people will walk across. They would lay boards down and walk across that way. So I want to make sure that it's level to make it easy to do that. So anyway, that is what I have done so far. I've gotten the dock in. 2 different colors wood. I need to think about if I'm going to add anything to these faces. At one time I thought about maybe doing some wooden beams across, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think it looks okay as it is. I think something that I should add though is every once in a while a little staircase up, because right now if you fall in here, you're stuck. You've got to go way over to get out. So either adding some ladders or little staircases to come up if you accidentally fall into the water. I think that would be a good thing to add. But the next thing here is adding the 2 ships. So let me get busy working on those 2 ships, and then I think we will probably well, we'll see. We probably will be ending the episode after that, but I'm not sure. I might have something else in store. So let me get busy working on those ships, and I will be back with you in just a few minutes. All right, guys, we have finished. I did come through and I put in the 2 boats like I said I was going to do. Now, if you notice, these boats are slightly different than the ones that we've already done. See, these ones that we already done, they have their sails fully open because they're sailing into the bay, into port. Now these ships, however, they are already docked at port, so they are going to have their sails closed. I'm not sure that I don't know that I like the way that these sails look closed. I may have to come in and tweak that a little bit. I'm not sure that I completely love it, but it is a good start, I think. The ships are done, Now, I will be putting in some cargo and things in these ships, as well as the ships over here. I want to make them so that they have a little bit more life to them. I may add crew. I don't know about that, possibly. And of course, we also need to add a lot of life to this port area. But that, I think, is going to have to wait till the next episode. I have really enjoyed being back on Otium, and I hope that you guys have too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the Viking port, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.